Call him Wetangula. Call him Papa Waroma. I don't know, by the way, why he's called Papa Waroma. But he's the Speaker of the National Assembly. Today, the man, well, in Western Kenya, told Western leaders to support the Finance Bill 2023. He told them that they must support 2023 Finance Bill, and if there are changes that they want to bring in the Finance Bill, they do it in the committee stages or in Parliament. This is the Speaker of the National Assembly. The framers of our constitutions were very clear in their minds when they separated powers between the National Assembly, or call it Parliament, the executive, and the judiciary. The Parliament makes laws and amend laws, anything to do with the law, whereas it will also oversight the executive. The executive implement the same laws and maintain laws and order, but the judiciary arbitrate the law, the same law. So we have a clear separation of powers in this country. But today, Moses Wetangula, who is himself a lawyer, who is supposed to be neutral, who is supposed to be a referee of the National Assembly, is lobbying for the finance bill. This is actually working for the executive. This is for sure giving in to the shenanigans of the executive. This, in my view, is wrong because the man is supposed to be neutral. The man is not supposed to side with any side. But you agree with me that this man is becoming the Kenya Kwanza spokesman, both in Parliament and outside Parliament. This is very dangerous for a democracy. Tuko katika hatari kubwa sana. Na wakati ambapo ulikuwa ukisikia watu wakizungumzia secession, it is because of this kind of things. Kwa sababu sasa ikiwa speaker huyu ndiye ambaye anatarajiwa kuleta malewano is supposed to preside parliamentary business in unbiased way, how do you expect this man to have unbiased ruling? Na ndio sababu sasa unaona Wakenya, baadhi wa Kenya wanajihisi kama si Wakenya halisi. That is why they feel that they need to have their own state. It is not out of imagination, fair imagination, but it is just because of this kind of shenanigans, whereby they feel that they are not part of Kenya. You remember very well that when he started working for the executive, what he's telling us is that Parliament cannot be independent. Parliament has been captured by the executive, and now it is turning out to be the handmaids of the executive, which is very, very dangerous in my view. It is also very dangerous as far as democracy is concerned. Wetangula is failing the National Assembly. Wetangula cannot measure up to the expectations of Kenyans. He has fallen short of the glory and expectations of Kenyans. Again, when you look at this person, what you can say is that already Kenyans cannot expect a fair ruling in this kind of man. Kenyans cannot expect anything good to come from this person because already the judgment is known. Because already this man is working, is the spokesperson of Kenya Kwanza. I want to remind you of a mad ruling, because to me it was weird ruling, where he declared Azimio as a minority party, and we knew very well that by that time Azimio was when we count the number of people who were number of MPs who were actually elected on the side of Azimio, those vyama tanzo ambavyo vilikuwa upande wa Azimio, there were many than Kenya Kwanza. But the man went ahead and declared that Kenya Kwanza was a majority party. This was shocking in my view. This was shocking to any normal thinking person. Although I think it was not shocking to Kenya Kwanza, because according to them, power was supposed to be grabbed, and they know how to grab power. Again, you recall very well about the issue of Sabina drama. This is the man who cannot be able to make up his mind. This is the man who does not want Azimio to have their deputy chief whip. And they want Sabina Chege. He wants Sabina Chege to continue working for Kenya Kwanza, but analipwa na ananufaika, she's supposed to lobby the Azimio. Just tell me, how is she supposed to do this? I think sometimes Wetangula behave like he is not reasoning. Because if you ask me, this man is not even reasoning. Common sense would prevail here. Whether there is a court case or not, whether there are court orders or not, common sense would prevail here that Sabina Chege has outlived her usefulness na hafai kuwa pale katika upande wa Azimio. Kwa hivyo kile ambacho anafanya ni kwamba he just want to annoy Raila Amolo Odinga's team. That is the truth of the matter. Again, this make Kenyans miss Kenneth Marede. Kenneth Marede, in my view, is the best speaker that this Kenya has ever had. The man was neutral. You remember his Solomonic wisdom. I remember when he was to rule between Raila Amolo Odinga and Kalonzo, the person who was to be the leader of government business, and shocking to many Kenyans, to the chagrin of even Raila Amolo Odinga and Mwai Kibaki. Marede appointed himself. And with a simple ruling, he was able to cool down the fire. Again, there is also Francis Kaparo, who was elected as speaker when the country was hopelessly divided, immediately after Partisan. But none of this can measure as low as the current speaker. Indeed, even Joe Muturi, although the guy was not also not very good, although Muturi was not also very competent, who is actually the current Attorney General, he was better than Wetangula. Wetangula is an embarrassment to democracy. Wetangula is an embarrassment to the lawyers and the fraternity of the members of parliament. All those people who have started law, they can tell you that he's now becoming an embarrassment. In Kenya, you will soon be a laughing stock if you continue the way you are going. Again, we can say that sababu za kufanya hivi, kwenda kupigia debe huu mswada wa 2023 finance bill ni kumfurahisha kumfurahisha William Samoei Ruto. Hii ndio sababu ambavyo anafanya, hana sababu nyingine, anaenda pale ili labda you want to be hard, like after all, I'm also campaigning for you, I'm also campaigning for the government. After all, you can count on me. There's no way I'm going to rule in favor of Azimio. Then that is wrong in my view, because he is coming out as somebody who is trying to praise the executive, somebody who is trying to praise William Samoei Ruto, na kule kuiba wibo wa kupigia debe upande wa serikali ni jambo ambalo linaonyesha kwamba Wakenya tuko bali sana. Again, when you look at this man, he's the same man who suspended the seven Azimio members of parliament, and the reason for this is to ensure that hawatakuwa bunge wakati ambapo ule mswada utakuwa unazungumziwa, hawatakuwa. So this man is very cunning, is very mischievous. So you have a very mischievous speaker of the National Assembly who can do anything to ensure that Azimio does not have its way. I don't think they will come at any time. Hatutakuwa na hata siku moja ambapo he is going to rule or make a ruling in favor of Azimio. And that is why I've said Azimio is very much justified to call for secession. Because if this is the kind of the National Assembly that we are having, then we are in for a big trouble. I don't know what to think when you watch what he's saying, when you listen to what this man was saying, when you hear what this man was saying. I don't know what comes to your mind. How can you have a referee who is actually presiding over a match between Man U and Arsenal, and you are praising Arsenal. Something must be wrong with you. And I think time has come for Azmio to pass or censor this man. He should be censored in parliament, because the kind of rulings that he has been making leaves a lot to be desired. This is my take. I don't know what you think. And may you have a blessed day. And remember to like this video. Till next time. Bye-bye.